Hello and welcome to GameRules.com. My name is Mark, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Pitch 6. This is a trick-taking card game in the All Fours or Pitch family of games, and essentially this is just a 52 card deck. You can play this game with a standard deck of cards. The only thing that it contributes to the game is its special set of rules for Pitch 6 as opposed to 4-point pitch or 5-point pitch, etc. And it does have the scoring features on the card. So that's really nice for people who are new to the game. In this video, I'm going to show you what you get out of the box, and I'm going to do a thorough tutorial for how to play. So let's dive in and see what Pitch 6 is all about. Out of the box, you will get an instruction booklet and a 52 card deck. To set up the game, you're going to determine a dealer. That player shuffles the cards and then deals 6 cards out to each player. The rest of the cards are placed off to the side and they are not used for the rest of the round. For the next round, those cards will be shuffled back into the deck. Play begins with a bidding phase. So each player will have an opportunity to bid, starting with the player seated left of the dealer. We will say that our dealer is here at the bottom of the screen. Now, in order to know what you're bidding on and how to earn points in this game, we need to understand the point cards. So let's take a moment and discuss those. Now, this entire game centers around the fact that there could be up to 6 points available each round. When you bid, you will bid on how many points you think you can capture. The person who bids the highest amount will name the trump suit, and then the trump suit determines some of the points. Now, there will always be at least 3 points available each round. The highest card in the trump suit, that is out in play, the lowest card in the trump suit, that is out in play, and then the last trick is also worth a point. So there's your 3 that are for sure going to be available. Also, the trump suited jack is worth a point, and the trump suited 6 is worth a point. Finally, the last point that is available each round, potentially, is what's called the game point. Now, this is usually going to be available during play. It's very unlikely that there will not be any game point cards out in play. And game points are sort of a secondary scoring system. So some cards do contribute to the game point. For example, we have 10s that are worth 10 game points. And you can see that it has a little 10 here on the card to remind you. So in order to win that game point, 10s are your most valuable cards. Aces are worth 4. And these are cards of any suit. It does not have to be the trump suit. Kings are 3. Queens are 2. And jacks are 1. So that means that the trump suited jack is worth a point all on its own. But it's also worth 1 secondary point towards that game point score. So you're essentially trying to capture the highest card in the trump suit, the lowest card in the trump suit, the jack of trump, the 6 of trump, and then you are trying to capture the last trick, and you are trying to capture as many of these game point cards as possible. And now that you have an understanding of the point cards and the points available for this game, we'll have our player here seated left of the dealer bid first. On your turn, if you wish to bid, you will bid 3, 4, 5, or 6. If you do not wish to bid, you say pass. Our player here has some pretty good heart cards. They're going to go ahead and bid 3. The bid then passes left. Following players must either bid higher or pass. So our next player would have to bid 4 or pass. They don't think they can capture 4 points, so they're going to go ahead and say pass. The next player also doesn't think they can bid 4 or higher, so they pass. And finally, we get back to the dealer. The dealer has a special privilege during the bidding phase. they can do what's called stealing the bid. So the dealer can actually bid the same as the highest bid to that point, or they can bid higher if they choose. And you might be asking yourself, why would the dealer raise the bid if they can simply steal it by matching? The answer to that, you will only earn points equal to your bid, no matter how many points you capture. So if you're the bid winner and you bid 3, it doesn't matter if you capture all 6 points, you're still only going to get 3 points. So keep that in mind while bidding. Our player here does not think they can get 3 points, so they're going to go ahead and pass. If all of the players prior to the dealer would have passed, the dealer is stuck with the bid. They would have to bid at least 3. They are not allowed to pass. Our bidding phase is complete. The player left of the dealer, which is player 1, won the bid with 3. And now they must begin the first trick. Whoever wins the bid will lead the first trick. And they must lead the first trick with the suit that they want to be trump. So this is called pitching trump. Our player wants hearts to be trump, so they lead a heart, and that announces to the table that hearts is trump, and everybody needs to remember that for the rest of the round. Now, since trump is led, all the following players must follow suit if they can. The rules change a little bit when non-trump cards are led, and we'll talk about that here in a moment. But first, we have hearts being pitched. It is trump, and every player must play hearts if they can. So our player here does have hearts. In fact, they have the 9 and the low. And they're gonna push their luck a little bit. They're gonna try to hold on to that 2, which would be the lowest trump card in play and worth a point. And they're gonna play out their 9. Now, you could go either way on that because that 9 could potentially capture the 6 if it's in play. But this is how the player chose to play their cards. Play passes. Our player here only has 1 heart, the 10 of hearts. That's a big card towards that game point. And then finally, our player here at the bottom of the screen only has 1 heart as well. They have a 6, so they must play it. The highest card in the trump suit or the highest card in the lead suit. The highest card in the suit that was led, or if played, the highest trump card wins the trick. Well, our ace of hearts is the highest card. That takes the trick, and they did get quite a few points. They've got the high, they've got the 6, and then they've got a good start on getting that game point. And then for all we know, the 6 could be the lowest card in play. We haven't seen much else yet. So for all intents and purposes, 6 is low for now. Whoever wins the trick leads out the next one, and they can lead any card from their hand. This player is going to go ahead and go with hearts again. They throw out the king. Players must follow suit if they can. We have a heart, and they must follow suit because it's trump. The lead suit was trump. Our player here on the right side of the screen does not have any hearts, so they can play any card they wish. And they're going to go ahead and get rid of that 2 of diamonds. Same goes for our player here at the bottom of the screen. They don't have any hearts. And they are going to go ahead and play the 3 of clubs. They'll make themselves 2 suited. So our king of hearts takes the trick. They got themselves the lowest card. Now, we all know that the 2 of hearts is in play. It's been captured. So we know this player has the low. They get 3 more points towards that game point. They are sitting pretty. Whoever takes the trick leads. We still have not seen the queen, so that jack of hearts is not necessarily a good card. Although we do know that these 2 players cannot follow suit. If he leads out a heart, our player up here at the top of the screen is still a wild card. So let's go ahead and lead off suit. Our player here plays out the 5 of spades. So this is a non-trump card. When a non-trump card is led, players must either follow suit or, if they choose, they can trump in. So our player here at the top of the screen has spades. If they had trump, they could choose not to play those spades and play a trump card instead. However, they do not have any trump cards, so that's not even an option for them. They simply follow suit. And they're going to go ahead, knowing that these two players don't have any trump left, they're going to play out that ace and get themselves some game points. The next player does have one spade, and it's the 10. And our player at the bottom of the screen is just going to pass out that 3. So the highest card in the lead suit takes it. If there was trump played to this trick, the trump card would have taken it. The ace gets it. And that's pretty good. Right now, they are sitting at 14 points towards a game. And our player over here on the right side of the screen has 10, 14, 17. So they still have a pretty good lead towards that game point. Whoever takes the trick leads the next one. And this player, thinking maybe they can take the final trick with that king of diamonds, they're going to go ahead and throw out the jack of spades. So again, spades must be followed, or if a person wants to trump in, they can. Or if they're unable to follow suit, they can play any card. So no spades here. They are going to throw out that 9 of clubs. We have a spade here, so this player must follow suit. And then this player does not have any spades. They do have trump, and they're going to go ahead and use that trump card, take the trick. So they just got themselves another point and 2 more points towards a game. They lead again, so they're going to go ahead and just throw out the 10. This player will keep their king in hopes that it wins them the last trick. This player has to follow suit with the jack of clubs, and they're okay with that because that's going to get them some game points. And this player will keep their queen. The jack of clubs takes the trick. They lead out the last trick. We got diamonds. The queen's going to take it so far. Trump is going to take it now. So our 8 of hearts takes the trick. Once all of the tricks have been captured, it's time to figure out the score. So let's go ahead and do that for each player. Our player here at the bottom of the screen captured 0 tricks, so they get nothing. Let's start with the bid winner. Our bid winner bid 3 points. So they have to capture at least 3 points. If they fail to do so, they will lose points equal to their bid. So they bid 3. If they failed to capture 3, their score goes back 3. And it is possible to be in the negatives. 1 for the 6 of trump. 1 for the high card in trump, which was the ace. 1 for the low card in trump, which was the 2. So they're at 3 right now. 1 for capturing the jack of trump. So that's 4. And then they captured 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 20 game points. So that pretty much guarantees them the game point as well. And they captured the final trick. So they actually captured potentially all 6 points. Let's go ahead and see what player 2 has. Basically, they need 20 game points in order to get that. And they got 14, so that's a no-go for them. And this player only has 11, so that's a no-go. Now, unfortunately, this player only bid 3. So they only add 3 points to their score. At the end of the round, if the bid winner has earned 12 points or more, the game ends and they win. If the bid winner did not reach a score of 12 or more, the game continues. And you must win on a bid. So that means no matter what your score is, if you don't end the round as the bid winner, you could have 12, 13, 14, or more points. It does not matter. You cannot be declared the winner until you win the bid and have a score of 12 or more at the end of the round. So once points are tallied, you collect all the cards, adding those remaining cards back into the deck. The deal passes left, give the deck a good shuffle, deal out 6, and continue to play. You will play until that win condition of 12 or more points at the end of a round, having been the bid winner, is met. And that's how to play Pitch 6. If you have any questions about this game, or if you have a game you would like to see a tutorial for, be sure to comment down below. And if you would like to dive into a playlist of more card games, I've got one for you right here. If you found this video helpful, the best thing you can do is subscribe, ring the bell, give this video a thumbs up, and of course, leave a comment down below, because all of those things really help me out. If you would like to see the rules for this game in writing, or if you would like to check out a growing library of written rules, you can head over to gamerules.com. I have a link that will take you straight to this game's article in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep on playing.